Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Highnesses, Excellencies, yes, we have made it. For the first time in history, a solar-powered airplane has flown with a pilot on board an entire cycle, day and night, without a drop of fuel. And I remember very well when I presented this project to Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan at the Festival of Thinkers. He shook my hand and told me 6 years ago, I trust you, I'm sure you'll make it. So now it's a great pleasure to show the result. What does this project stand for? Our goal is not to make a revolution in air transport. Our goal is to make a revolution in the way people think in terms of energy saving and renewable energies. Very often, we are speaking about energy and technology without realizing that we have today in our hands already all the solutions. With the technologies we have in the solar impulse airplane, if they were globally used today, we would already be able to save half of the use of fossil energy of our world and to produce half of the rest with renewable sources. Why don't we do it? Well, we don't do it probably because of several misunderstandings. The first one is about climate change. I'm very depressed each time I go in an international conference because I hear that protection of the environment is very expensive, that the climate change issue is extremely expensive. And how can we motivate people if we speak about big problems that are expensive? As a medical doctor, I know that a problem is called a symptom. A symptom has an origin, and the origin has a therapy. The problem is not the CO2. The CO2 is only a symptom of our way to burn 1 million tons of oil every hour without counting gas and coal. And this has a therapy. It's called innovation. It's called clean technologies. It's called all the clean economy. And this is profitable, it creates jobs, and it creates growth. Because it's clear that if we want to solve the actual economical crisis in our world, we should stop to believe that we will have growth by producing more of what people already have. We need to produce what people need. That means all these clean technologies that the world is very keen to implement. But we hear, of course, that all this is too expensive because renewable energies are more expensive than fossil energies. This is also misunderstood. If we compare the price, it's true. If we compare the cost, it's not true. Because the price of fossil energy does not include the cost of fossil energy. That means the time to reconstitute the stock, the CO2 issue, and the wars to get the oil. So if we compare price, we are not competitive. If we compare cost, the renewable energies are already competitive. Now, another misunderstanding is how are we going to implement this? And very often we hear that we have to wait for the free market, the liberal rules of the market, to bring these technologies to the final customer. I don't believe that it will be enough in a globalized world. We need heads of state, we need governments who will have the courage to implement legal frame, legal targets of how much energy we have to save, of how much renewable energy we have to develop. Just keep in mind for all the people who say we should not have too much legal frames and not too much laws. Just remember that in Europe, people stopped to throw their garbage in the forest only at the moment where it became prohibited to do it. people will stop to waste energy when it will be prohibited to do it. And this is why I don't believe that any time in history the world so badly needed political courage and pioneering spirit, not only in the public, not only in the industry, but in the governments and by the heads of state. This is why I will not finish my speech with a traditional thank you. I will finish it by personally saying to the heads of states in this room, please and good luck.